Evanston Outlaw Baseball is live on the radio at 99.1 FM KNYN and online at mylocalradio.com. This year, Wyoming Legion AA Baseball is the show. Follow the Wyoming Legion Post 41 Evanston Outlaws throughout the summer as we bring you live video and play-by-play coverage. Being brought to you by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Mountain West Business Solutions, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental of Evanston, and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Ellingford Brothers, Uinta County School District Number 1, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Legal Tender Restaurant and Best Western Dunmar Inn, the Evanston Recreation Center, the Littlest Wood Shop, Come On In of Casper, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Dr. McKay Franken, First Bank of Evanston, and by Auto Farm Chevrolet. With the first pitch quickly approaching, let's head to the diamond.
Friday, June 12th, and we find ourselves back home. The boys of summer have returned to Evanston for a Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament. First time in a number of years the Outlaws have hosted a tournament here in Evanston, and they've got some good competition here with Layton, Lone Peak Black, and Lone Peak Maroon. The Outlaws open things off here at this Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament at Ross Kesterson Field against Layton, post 87. And Elin, you have to say it Layton. You cannot say Layton. It's Layton.
It's like any other Utah name where the T is kind of lazied, I guess you can say.
That's right, Layton. Outlaws taking on Layton post 47 here in just a moment. We've got the national anthem. Sounds like we're going to have some walk-up songs. You're going to be busy.
It's going to be fun over here.
And I tell you, it's a beautiful day for some baseball. A far cry from Tuesday when we were in Rock Springs and the wind was blowing at 30, 40 miles an hour. It was 50 degrees and I was freezing my tail off, to be quite honest.
You know where we're going back on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm hoping it'll be a little bit warmer. And cross my fingers, knock on wood, not as windy, because that was the issue.
Absolutely.
Outlaws come in at 10-7. They split at Rock Springs this past Tuesday. Lost the first game 8-6, and then jumped out to a big early lead right out of the gate. In the second game, they scored 4 runs in the first inning, 3 more in the second and third apiece, and won the game 11-3. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with your lineups and things like that. Set the defense for you. I think Outlaws will be the home team throughout this weekend, so we'll get to that when we return on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Back at Ross Kesterson Field on a beautiful afternoon. Well, not quite afternoon here in Evanston, Wyoming. Current temperature. Oh, my app doesn't want to update. It's 79 degrees. Looking for a high today around 82. And, of course, Layton's the team from Layton and Lone Peak have got to be happy with that. I was down in Salt Lake yesterday, and it was 90 degrees. And, boy, that wasn't as fun. I was missing my missing hometown, Evanston, where it was like 75 yesterday. Outlaws come in overall at 10-7. Haven't played any conference game. Of course, they've played some conference opponents, and they've beat Jackson once. They beat Rock Springs in, I think, 5 out of 6 times they've played. Or is it 4 out of 5? 2 doubleheaders in that one game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're 4-1 against Rock Springs, but 10-7 overall. Those games against conference opponents so far have not counted. Mentioned the 8-6 loss on Tuesday, and then 11-3 win. Outlaws went 1-1. So far, Evanston still averaging almost 8 runs scored per game. Their run per game allowed is just over 5 1/3. So you do that, you're going to win most of your games, and that's where the Outlaws are sitting right now, 10-7. Layton, Utah, we could not find any information on them. I understand you tried to call Coach Jason Del Rio yesterday and didn't get a hold of him.
Yeah, we tried. There was a number of people that we tried to get a hold of. Our coach, Chad Thompson, set us up with some numbers. Couldn't quite get a hold of them, so we weren't able to get any info on them. But I'll tell you what, I do like their uniforms, though, today.
Post 87 is what their Legion team is, and I was talking with one of their assistant coaches. Where's that roster? Scott, what's that assistant coach, Robinson? He said last year they played at a tournament up in Cody. They won the whole thing. There are some guys from Davis County, a lot of them from Layton High School area, but they're a good ball club. They've got some good players, and if you look at that roster, look how many guys they have extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extra guys out for today's ball game. So they traveled with 19 guys to come play here at Evanston, and we got a lot of great games today. Rock Springs will take on Lone Peak Maroon at 2:30. Then you'll have Green River and Lone Peak Maroon, and then the day will be capped off with Lone Peak Black versus Evanston tonight at 7:30. We got the thumbs up. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the first pitch in today's game after this.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Healing all up here with Chad Thompson, man.
Just turn up the crowd mic. If you're watching online here at mylocalradio.com, probably don't see much of a crowd, but there's a bunch of camping chairs scattered on the hill to our left and down the berm behind first base dugout to our right as well. Outlaws and Layton post 87 taking the field. Evanston, of course, will be the home team. Outlaws come out in their blue jerseys with the kind of the Old West numbers, white numerals on the back of the jerseys. I guess it helps to turn the mic on, right? Thanks for picking up on that.
I thought it was a little quiet.
Now, do you know, is this a wood bat or are we using aluminum?
From what I'm seeing, I think we're seeing some aluminum out there.
I think, a couple of factors contributed. Of course, Evanston this last weekend was up at Riverton in a wood bat tournament, and they hit the ball fairly well for some of the weekend. They struggled that Sunday morning and then again Sunday afternoon. I think there was some tiredness after playing late into the night Saturday and then getting up for an early 8 a.m. game Sunday. And then I think coming back on Tuesday when they played at Rock Springs that first game, adjusting back from the wood bat to the aluminum bat took a few innings of adjustment, and then Evanston ended up losing that game to Rock Springs. Now, part of that, I think, was some mental focus, too, of the guys going, well, we've creamed these guys 12-0, 12-2 the last time we played them, so we don't need to, we'd be able to just walk on the field and beat them a little bit. But
And, it is one of those situations where when you transition from a wood bat to an aluminum bat, you're swinging for the fences with that wood bat because it takes so much more strength to get what's going on there. But when you use that same strength with the aluminum bats, that's when you get those really high elevator shaft type pop-ups. And I think that's a little bit of what we saw against Rock Springs in that first game.
Yeah, we saw that a lot. And then Rock Springs came out. I think they put everything they had into that game to try and win it. And not to say that they don't try to win other games, but sometimes there's some strategy that goes into this game or that game and trying to, play that chess game. Hey, we got to win this one. It's okay if we lose this one because this, like last weekend, Outlaws won the first two. They didn't need to win Sunday morning, and that got them into the championship game.
Well, we also saw a little bit of that strategy come into play in the first tournament of the year in Gillette. We saw that Coach Thompson saved his big guns, Ryan Fisher and Gus Allred, for two specific opponents, trying to make sure they got a game on that Memorial Day Monday, and it worked out.
That's absolutely right. Outlaws, let's set the defense for you real quick for Evanston. Clayton Moyles will be on the mound, pitching on the bump today for Evanston. Reed Gross, his battery mate. Gus Allred at first, Brendan Thompson at second, Jagger Mitchell at short. Jordan Schneider, whose average, I remember just a couple of weeks ago, was down below 200, coming in today is at 414 for Jordan Schneider. He's hitting the ball well. He'll be at third base. Outfield left to right, Casey Perriman, Ryan Fisher, and Kendall Cummings for the Evanston Outlaws. We'll give you their batting lineup when they come to the plate here in the bottom half of this inning. As for Layton post 87, leadoff man will be number 4, the shortstop, Jackson Hoffman. He'll be followed by the center fielder, number 6, Cameron Hancock. Catcher, number 44, Carter Robinson, bats third. Cleanup is first baseman, number 33, Cam Day. Number 5 hitter will be the number 5 position player, the third baseman, number 10, Tristan Boydston, followed by right fielder, number 7, Jake Godfrey, pitcher, number 8, Bryce Greenhall, and then followed by second baseman, number 29, Austin Tidwell. Batting ninth will be the left fielder, number 40, Nick Forsyth. The post 87, they got a few different kind of variations. It's a dark navy blue, like a real dark, almost midnight blue, like the Chicago Bears, and then a white post 87 across the chest, big white number 4 on the back of the jersey. Some of them have the short sleeve, like camo style. Others are just a solid, like a white T-shirt, essentially, white pants, and some also have the what would you call that? Number 6 right there.
Those are the stirrups.
On his pants.
On his pants. Oh,
yeah,
that's
up by the hip.
That's an interesting. That's kind of like a football stripe almost, where it kind of fades down towards the knee. But you know what? I gotta admit, I like the stirrups. But that's what I wore when I played too. So
the long stirrups.
Yeah, you gotta have the long socks, man.
That's the man on deck, the center fielder, number 6, Cameron Houck. You probably can't see him if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Up to the plate, Jackson Hoffman. Leadoff hitter. He's the shortstop, number 4, right-handed bat. Red barrel, white handle, white batting glove, steps in strong, tall stance, and he takes ball 1 outside from Moyles. We're underway at 12:09, our start time this afternoon. Hoffman with 1 ball, no strikes. Moyles, left-handed pitcher, kicks and deals, and again misses outside. I like seeing those banners out in left field and in right center field for all the sponsors supporting Outlaws baseball this year. Post 41. Moyles delivers. Hoffman fouls it back to the screen. That'll count for strike 1. Jason Mitchell retrieves that foul ball. Coach Mitchell wears number 4. Ryan Fisher wore number 4 last Saturday morning. He forgot his jersey. Didn't get it till later in the day. Moyles delivers, and an off-speed pitch drops in on the inside corner of the plate. Strike 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We welcome you tuned in on K9 99.1 FM or mylocalradio.com. Moyles delivers, chopper back up the middle. Moyles jumps, fields it, turns, throws to first, and the Outlaws have retired 1.
Nice little 1-3 put out there. I tell you what, Clayton Moyles has proven to be one of the more athletic players on this team. We've seen him play third baseman, which, by the way, for a southpaw is not easy at all.
Absolutely. He's also in his first year playing Outlaws baseball. He's played some, lower level, like B and C, I believe, but a 2.79 ERA. for Clayton Moyles. Cameron Hancock to the plate. What do you think this discussion is? This umpire taking some extra steps out there around the plate and talking with center fielder Cameron Hancock.
I really can't tell right now. I mean, we're so early in this game. You can't have any storylines developing right now.
That was a little bit random, it seemed, from here, where we couldn't hear what he was saying. Hancock hits left and takes ball one outside and low off the plate. Moyles has been a strikeout machine so far through 9 and 2/3 innings. He's struck out 15. Kicks and deals, inside corner, nope, just off, ball 2.
Clayton comes in to this game with 9 and 2/3 innings pitched with a 2.17 ERA.
And he catches the inside corner for strike 1. Cameron Houck, center fielder, number 6. He's one of those with the short sleeve, like the camos on the sleeves, and then solid black or dark blue jersey. Moyles just misses a 3rd time. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I've got 9 pitches on him so far.
Outfielders for the Outlaws playing pretty much straight away. Actually, they're shaded off a bit toward right field, all 3 of them. Moyles inside, misses high, ball 4. Cameron Houck on board, or Hancock rather, on board with a 5-pitch walk. Brings Carter Robinson, catcher, number 44, to the plate. Robinson, a big kid. He gets a little chat from the umpire as well. Dark blue helmet, light blue line around the bottom part of the helmet. Moyles fakes the throw to first, and Hancock dives back in.
He's got to be really careful with that move. That almost looked like one of those things where he came to a set and then went right after it. But there was a little pause in there.
Throws to first again, all red off the bag. They're really showing some respect for Hancock, maybe knowing he's a center fielder and expecting him to be pretty fast. Inches out, takes his lead. Moyles looks in, gets the sign, checks first, kicks, and deals. First pitch fouled back to the screen by Carter Robinson. Jackson Hoffman led off, grounded back to the pitcher. Cameron Hancock, the second hitter, a 5-pitch walk. He's on first. Schneider even with the bag at third. Jagger deep in the hole at short. Thompson deep there at second as well. All red on the bag at first. As Hancock takes his lead, Moyles delivers the 0-1 inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outlaws glad to have Reed Gross back behind the plate. He did not travel with the team to Riverton. Got his tonsils out last Friday. That's a week ago. His tonsils out. He's back on the diamond today. Moyles misses outside, ball 2. Reed made the trip to Rock Springs Tuesday with the team. I asked him how he's doing. He just smiled and nodded. You're not talking much right now? Shook his head, no. When are you going to play again? And then he said Friday.
Good for him. I mean, also for a catcher, that's probably one of the more vocal positions in baseball because you got to kind of get in the head a little bit of the batters and stuff like that.
Moyles misses low and in to Robinson, and now he's in danger of a 5-pitch walk to a second consecutive batter. Hancock on the bag at first, takes his lead, dives back in. Moyles another fake throw over there.
Coming into this game, Clayton has only allowed 6 walks the entire season in 9 and 2/3 innings. So it's not often that we see him put someone on for free.
Robinson takes ball 4 just outside, and he takes his base. The Outlaws fans, I hear say, "You're good, Clayton, you're good." That's two men on with just 1 out, and we'll have a courtesy runner for Carter Robinson, number 35.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the second consecutive 5-pitch walk given up by Clayton.
Yeah, that's what I've got. Rocky Wall, the courtesy runner for Cameron Robinson, the catcher. 1 out with runners on first and second. The speedy Cameron Hancock on the bag at second base. Thompson kind of holding him on there a little bit as the right-handed Cam Day, cleanup hitter, comes to the plate. Cam, tall, strong-looking hitter, Pitch thrown in the dirt. Gross picks it up, throws down to second, and airmails it into center field. Layton will take a 1-0 lead. Fisher throws for third. The throw off target. And Schneider had to come clear off the bag. So that allows Robinson, not Robinson, but Day to Rocky Wall running for Robinson to slide in safe at second. Or at third, excuse me.
That's tough because that's going to be an error on Reed, and really can't afford that right now.
So it was a wild pitch that led to an error and a run scored. 1-0 Layton. Line drive, right side. This will drop into right field for a single. Carter Robinson, or the runner for Carter Robinson, which is Rocky Wall, scores from third easily. And an RBI single for Cam Day puts Layton on top 2-0. Not a great start for the Outlaws, especially considering you give up 2 5-pitch walks, then a wild pitch and an error allows one run to score. And then the second, a quick RBI single for Cam Day. See if Moyles can settle in here against the number 5 hitter, third baseman, number 10, Tristan Boydston. Boydston steps back in. And he gets a chat from the official as well, the umpire.
Something's up there.
I wonder what's going on. Swing and a miss for Boydston, strike one. That's what Moyles has to do. Hit some spots, different speeds, and get some swings and misses here. Moyles throws to first. Day on first after his RBI single, and a 2-0 post-87 lead. Top of the first inning. Moyles kicks and deals, swing and a miss, and this gets away from Gross down the left side toward the third base dugout.
I don't know. That was awfully close to being it. I thought he got a piece of it and kind of put it behind him, but
I thought that was a possibility as well, but apparently no foul tip. So Cam Day over to second base on the pass ball. 0-2 count for Tristan Boydston. Swing and a miss. Moyles gets him down in 3 straight pitches. Strike 1, 2, 3. 2 down.
With the start that Evanston got, if they can limit their losses to only 2 runs right here, that would be a big moral victory heading into their part of the first.
Man in scoring position is Cam Day. Jake Godfrey, right fielder at the plate. He hits right. Moyles throws back to second, and no problem for Day to dive back in safe. So a rough start defensively for Evanston. They've given up 2 runs to start this game off and trail 2-0. Moyles catches the down low side of the strike zone. He's got that pitch in there on the inside half of the plate to Godfrey, right fielder number 7. No balls, 1 strike. Wide open stance, front foot right near the front of the batter's box. And Moyles just misses outside, ball 1.
Someone's making burgers, Ryan.
You can smell those burgers,
you can
can't you?
smell them right here.
Concession stand, they're grilling some burgers.
Sorry. I know it has nothing to do with the game, but I couldn't help it.
There's the 1-1 high fly ball right side, out of play over the first base dugout. Puts the count at a ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs in already for post 87 out of Layton, Davis County, Utah. Just down the hill from, of course, from us. If you take that turnoff at Echo Canyon and go north toward Ogden and then into Layton, it's really only an hour, 20 minutes, maybe an hour and a half to Layton.
Not long at all.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Moyles kicks and deals. Grounder towards short. That'll drop in through the hole. And Day heading for home. Perriman throws in, and the throw not in time. Another run scores. That'll be a RBI single for Jake Godfrey. And he moves to second on the throw to home. And having that man on second, Jagger Mitchell at short was playing in closer to second, which prevented him from even having a chance at getting to that grounder.
How about the throw by Perriman and left? That one was just barely late, though. Another laser where it didn't even hit the ground until it hit Reed's glove.
Brings the pitcher, Bryce Greenall, to the plate. A 3-0 lead for post 87. So Godfrey on second base. Moyles made a move over there, but Godfrey back in safe. Greenall, number 8, a right-handed hitter, thin.
Clayton had a 2.17 ERA coming into that. We're going to see that one go up quite a bit after allowing 3 runs in this one.
They call that a strike or a ball?
Strike.
So strike 1 to Bryce Greenall. Looked high from here, but I'm in a poor angle to commentator opine, give an opinion on that. Misses down in the dirt. Throw down to third base, and did they get the tag there? They did. So Godfrey caught trying to steal third. Greenall will come back up in the top half of the second, but the Outlaws some ground to make up, trailing 3-0 on a First Bank presentation of Evanston baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah. A solid start offensively for Layton. Layton posts 87 as Cameron Hancock and Carter Robinson in consecutive at-bats earned 5 pitch walks. And Cam Day singled one of them home after an error on the Outlaws catcher, threw the ball into left field or to center field and scored another. And then Jake Godfrey with an RBI single as well. 3 runs in that top half of the first on 2 hits, 1 Outlaw error with nobody left on. And Moyles, one of the longer first innings he's had to pitch. What did you have him with, 25 pitches?
I've got him at 25, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. He threw a lot. There's no doubt there. We'll go with that 25 for now and set the offense or set the defense for you with the post 87, Bryce Greenall on the mound, and his battery mate Carter Robinson. Cam Day at first, Austin Tidwell at second. Third base is Tristan Boydston, and shortstop Jackson Hoffman. Left field, Nick Forsyth, Cameron Hancock in center, and right field is Jake Godfrey. Outlaws Reed Gross will lead off for Evanston, right-handed hitter, coming in, hitting .370, and he hits one dribbling back up the middle, and that'll get through. A diving Austin Tidwell at second couldn't get to it. Gross on board with a leadoff single on the first pitch. Gross comes in, as I mentioned, hitting .370. He's scored 11 runs so far this year, and that's in 6 fewer games than the other Outlaws have played because, again, got those tonsils out a week ago today. Didn't travel to Riverton and didn't play at Rock Springs this past Tuesday. Brings Gus Allred to the plate.
We were wondering what that song was on when they handed us the playlist. Now we know. Of course we know that one.
We know that one. Allred hits left. Greenall, a right-handed pitcher, number 8. Delivers. Allred, high fly ball center field. Going back is Hancock. Back, over his head. Reed had to tag, so he's going to round second now. Heading for third, and he'll stop there. Gus with a stand-up double. And Hancock just did not drop back far enough on that hit. I think he didn't think it would tail out there as far as it did. So the Outlaws have seen 2 pitches, and they've taken both of them into the outfield. A single for Gross, a double for Allred, and
Casey Birdman picked this one. Annie's song by John Denver.
Oh, Perriman. He's a country boy. We got to get Country Boy on there next. That's John Denver, right?
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Perriman takes ball 1.
Oh, trust me, I'm coming up with a list for everybody when this is all over.
Perriman, first pitch right there outside the strike zone. First pitch the Outlaws haven't swung on.
I was about to say, we've got 1 pitch single and a 1 pitch double to Gus Allred and Reed Gross. So right now they're doing a good job. They must like what they're seeing coming out of Greenwall's arm.
And there's always a balance, a line to walk between let's be patient, let's wait for a good pitch, and how aggressive do you want to be and swing on that first pitch. Greenall misses outside with ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike for Perriman.
We got to get Perriman in here to explain that walk-up song.
Do you think that's the John Denver song he wanted?
It was the one that was on the list that they showed me, and it said Annie's song, John Denver.
2-1, breaking ball, and Perriman's way out in front of it, swings and misses, strike 2. Boy, and you see why Greenall can be an effective pitcher. The difference in speed from what we've seen so far to that off-speed pitch, that was impressive. Big gap down the left field line. Forsythe, the left fielder, shaded off a bit toward right. Pitch inside, caught the corner, strike 3. Perriman goes down looking. That was a breaking ball coming in on him, and it breaks back over the plate for strike 3.
You get to know a player's personality when you get their walk-up song. You really do. Here's Jagger Mitchell.
Jagger, one of the tops in the West in average, a .413 average coming into the game, 15 RBIs, 16 runs scored. Right-handed hitter takes ball 1. Yep. I can't see the scoreboard, and I didn't see the umpire give any indication.
Jagger is actually 3rd in the West on average. Ryan Fisher leads it with 419. Jordan Schneider, 414, and then Jagger Mitchell, 413. However, he does lead the West in RBIs with 15 RBIs.
Mitchell dribbles one down the third baseline, foul. Good thing it was foul because it was picked up by Boydston and thrown to first well before Jagger could get there. So a ball and a strike for Mitchell. Mitchell, strong right-handed hitter. Outlaws have hit 1 home run this season, and it was Jagger Mitchell. A couple of weeks ago was that against Rock Springs?
Green River.
Green River, thank you.
In Rock Springs.
High fly ball, left field. This is straight at the left fielder. Forsythe starts in, goes back. Reed Gross will tag, and Forsythe throws into third to keep Allred at second. Reed Gross scores, and the Outlaws have a run on the board, trailing 3-1. RBI sac fly to left field for Jagger Mitchell. Well, if he hooks that, if he pulls that, as we've seen him do a lot this year, pull it down the line. If he gets that down further down the field, down the line in left field, I should say, that could have been a 2-run double. 2 outs as Ryan Fisher comes to the plate, swings and misses.
He was way out in front of that one.
Breaking ball, and he was nowhere near hitting it, getting a bat on it.
I don't think the ball had even gotten out of the grass by the time he started that swing.
That off speed, I tell you what, Greenall has not an overpowering fastball, but it's decent. And then when he slows things up, it's so slow. Tough to work out that timing.
Interesting. They've got. Oh no, nope, never mind.
Fisher a .419 average coming in, as you mentioned. He's tops in the West, 13 RBIs, 17 runs scored this season. Fisher swings and misses, and that was his pitch. He waited on it this time, but still just couldn't quite get a bat on it. In right field, Jake Godfrey hugging the line. In center, Cameron Hancock shaded a bit off toward right. There's a decent gap in right center field, and a big gap down the left field line as Nick Forsythe. Fisher back up the middle. Well, seeing eye single. Perriman with the wave. He's headed home. Throw comes in. Cut off by first baseman Cam Day. And Ryan Fisher with an RBI single brings the Outlaws to within a run, 3-2. So Fisher with his 14th RBI of the season. He's on first. The Outlaws within 1. Good start for Evanston against this post-87 team out of Layton. I say Layton and then I feel dumb, but then I say Layton and I feel even dumber. So I don't know how to say that. Clayton Moyles hits right. He steps into the box. White batter's gloves. Takes strike 1. That one must have been a breaking ball coming in and drops back over the plate. So Moyles comes in hitting .282, 10 RBIs, 10 runs scored on the season. Fisher on first, a short lead. Haven't really seen Greenall's pickoff move so far. Fisher heads for second. The pitch gets away from Robinson off the outside half of the plate. and Fisher into second with the steal. It's also ball one for Moyles. 1 ball, 1 strike, I believe.
That might have been just a matter of the catcher, Robinson, not being able to hold on to it. Otherwise, that could have been a really close play at second.
Moyles steps back in, waves the bat, and waits. Breaking ball.
Good eye.
Outside?
I believe so.
2 balls, 1 strike. We had, I think they actually, scoreboard hasn't updated,
They haven't updated it yet.
Had an umpire at, I'll tell you in a second. Moyles slaps one towards second base, popped up in the air, and Austin Tidwell makes the catch to end the Outlaws' threat. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left stranded. Outlaws trail 3-2. We've played 1. Second inning coming up on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
2 runs in for the Outlaws in the home half of the second inning. RBI single from Ryan Fisher and a sac fly to left field for Jagger Mitchell. Gus Allred lead off with a single and a double, and the Outlaws are within 1 as we start the second inning. Clayton Moyles back out for what he hopes a second inning of work to face Bryce Greenall again. Greenall had a 1-1 count when Jake Godfrey was picked off heading for third. Moyles misses down and low, down and in, I should say, in the dirt. Ball 1. 25 pitches in that first inning. Is that what you counted for Moyles?
That's what I got for Moyles as well.
That was a lot of pitches that he had to throw to get through that first inning, and he misses down low, and that's part of the problem. He's throwing a lot of pitches outside the strike zone.
And it's surprising because, as I mentioned, he came into this game with only 6 walks the entire season, and now he's got the 2, so he's at 8. Still not a very high number, but, I mean, when you only allow 6 all game, whoa, liner to Jagger.
Mitchell makes the catch and then scoops the ball just straight from his glove to Brendan Thompson on the out, and Mitchell had to get a good jump on that to make the catch. 1 down.
Jagger Mitchell playing shortstop for everybody listening on K9.
Brings Austin Tidwell, the second baseman, to the plate. Number 29, right-handed hitter. And he takes strike 1. That's a pitch we like from Moyles. Kind of froze Tidwell.
It did a little bit.
Moyles throws left. Tidwell hits right. Outlaws outfielders playing pretty much straight away. Moyles misses down low. Ball 1. Post 87. Got a couple of 5-pitch walks in the first inning and then an RBI single and another RBI single, plus a run scored on an error. And they lead 3-2 as Moyles misses outside. Ball 2. Tidwell taps the bat on the plate and sets. Off the handle, second base grounder. Thompson picks it up, throws to first. It's a low throw, but a good stretch by Gus gets the out. And we have 2 down with Nick Forsyth coming to the plate. Forsyth, number 40, left fielder, right-handed hitter.
We know Clayton's a talented pitcher, but it really is something when you see those talented pitchers start to settle in. We might be seeing it here.
Outlaws certainly hope so as he kicks and deals inside corner. Did they call that a ball? Tough to say from here on, of course, inside, outside. Ball 1. Strike.
Right down Broadway.
It's always an adjustment for me to get used to the different signals from umpires.
Yeah.
Right?
I personally like the ones who are really vocal, like ball high, ball out, ball low. Like I think he just yelled out. Actually.
To say outside.
Yep.
It's hard for us to hear him from up here, but it's pretty clear. When it's a strike, he makes that very apparent. When it's a ball, he just kind of lets it go. That one might have gotten blue in the leg. Pitched down in the dirt, skipped past Reed.
The one thing you don't want to do is get dust on a Blues shoes.
They don't like that.
They don't like that. Blue, of course, is the, I guess you could say, traditional baseball slang name for the umpire.
3 balls and a strike. Down in the zone. Nope, out of the zone. That was a little bit too low below the knees, and a 5-pitch walk for the number 9 hitter, Nick Forsyth. Takes us back to the top of the lineup, and Jackson Hoffman, the shortstop, number 4. Hoffman, a stout right-handed hitter. And he looks like strong and athletic, like a wrestler style. Maybe wrestles at 145 type looking kid. Moyles throws to first. Forsyth had a very short lead over there. 3-2. Layton. Yeah, see, that just feels weird. Layton leads. Moyles kicks and deals up high and in and just misses hitting Hoffman. Ball 1. So Moyles has walked 3 so far. The 2 that he walked in the first inning scored runs. Clayton winds and misses outside.
Maybe that won't go against his ERA because it only would be earned runs.
Right. Well, one of those scored on an error. Let's see if we can bring up Game Changer. Moyles misses up high again, and now he's 1 pitch away from a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man, Jackson Hoffman. I think walks still count against earned run average, don't they? Errors obviously change that. But
yeah, that's one.
Moyles kicks and deals 3-0 way upstairs. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, so he's walked 2 straight with 2 outs after getting the line out and then the ground out. He's walked 2 on 9 pitches. Reed Gross goes out to chat with him for a minute. Probably just telling him, hey, let's throw strikes. Your defense is behind you. Yeah, 3 runs, all 3 earned, according to stat keeper. I think it's Jason Mitchell that keeps the stats for the Outlaws coaching. So Moyles has walked men onto first and second. We've got 2 outs, and left-handed hitting Cameron Hancock steps to the plate. He walked and scored in the first. Outlaws trailing 3-2. Hancock, a narrow stance and in tight. He really hugs the plate in that left-handed batter's box. Takes ball 1 way, way up high. Moyles back onto the rubber. Looks in. Gets the sign. Checks the runners. From the stretch. Kicks, deals, and catches the the inside corner for strike 1. It was down at the knees.
Delayed call there by Blue, though.
Hancock, the long, dark blue stirrups. Just solid dark blue on those stirrups. Moyles checks the runners and deals outside, and he missed. Ball 2. Hancock choked up on the bat just a bit. He wants to put the ball in play here with runners in, a runner in scoring position and another on first, 2 outs. Left-handed hitter waits and takes strike 2 on the inside corner. And it's interesting, Hancock, his stance is so tight. His left toe is almost on the plate. I don't know how he's in the batter's box. And then when he takes that right step, notice where that goes. It's out the front of the box.
One thing I noticed about the batter's box here today is that there is no end line that outlines the box, and that might be what the umpire was talking to a few of the Layton hitters about beforehand.
Very well could be. Hancock pops it over the third base dugout, out of play. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes for the number 2 hitter, Cameron Hancock. Well, he is just so in tight on that plate. It's interesting. I've never seen anybody line up that close to the plate, I don't think. Moyles kicks and deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Moyles gets out of a jam. He walked a couple in a row, but then gets out of it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on. 3-2, Outlaws trail, heading for the home half of the second on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Moyles walked a couple with 2 outs, had runners on first and second, but then got Cameron Hancock swinging with strike 3. Got Moyles at 48 pitches total, which is a pretty high pitch count. I mean, you think about max pitch count for a weekend or for a day, you can go up to 105. So Moyles almost halfway there through 2 innings. Allowed 3 runs so far. And the Outlaws trail 3-2 with Jordan Schneider coming to the plate. What is this music?
Oh, this is Jordan.
It sounded like the intro to Bambi or something at first.
No, it's called. I don't think I can say the name of that one, to be honest with you.
Schneider steps in. He hits right. Bryce Greenall out for another inning of work.
I will tell you this much: Brendan Thompson on deck has the best walk-up song of the group.
Okay. Schneider takes strike 1 high and in. Jordan comes in second on the team with a .414 average. That's climbed significantly.
He's also second in the West, too. Evanston, statistically, is by far the top team in the West. I mean, you look at their average, their batting as a team, they are coming in around .317 as a team. 4.01 ERA. That's the lowest ERA of any pitching staff in the West. Highest average of any. Whoa!
Into right field. Little blooper single for Schneider, and he hustles it out to first. Good idea, because Godfrey was playing shallow enough. If he throws to first, that could have been a play. You see why Schneider is hitting so well. He just puts it in play, takes what the pitcher gives him, and gets on base. Brendan Thompson, AC/DC.
Yeah. Told you, best one of the group.
Taps both sides of the plate, outside, inside, then stands tall in the box. Right-handed hitter, Brendan Thompson. Bryce Greenall throws right. He's got Schneider on first with a leadoff single. Whip throw down to first. Schneider dives back in safe on ball 1.
Did Schneider only see 2 pitches on that one to your count?
I had him. He was 0-2 because he foul tipped
right.
one and then swung and missed at one. Or did he? Maybe he didn't swing. He just let one go. But, yeah, that was his 3rd pitch that he hit into right field. Thompson comes in hitting .286, 14 RBIs, and 9 runs scored. Brandon, the number 8 hitter in the Outlaws lineup. Schneider a short lead at first. Here's the pitch outside. Ball 2 for Thompson. Outlaws will play again tonight, 7:30 against Lone Peak. It's Lone Peak Black tonight, right, Elon?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is. At 7:30, the scheduled first pitch. Thompson takes ball 3 high and away.
Brennan Thompson, number 2 on the team in RBIs with 14.
Only Jagger Mitchell has more. Of course, Ryan Fisher has an RBI already in this game, so he and Thompson are tied with 14 RBIs. Outfield playing pretty deep. Forsythe straight away in left field, but there's a decent gap down that left field line. Thompson, big step on a 3-0. No question he was not going to swing at it, but strike 1 on the outside half. Thompson steps back in. He's got the mid-calf stirrups, white stripes around the calf. Schneider takes his lead. No outs. Outlaws trail 3-2. Thompson line drive back up the middle, and
that's down.
It drops in front of Hancock. Schneider smartly stopped midway between first and second. In case it was caught, he'd have time to get back to first. If it wasn't caught, well, we see what he did there. He gets to second. So Thompson, boy, that was really nice contact. He hit that well.
We're seeing some really good hits this inning from the Outlaws. Also, they may be the number 1 team in the West when it comes to batting average, but they are also the number 2 team in the state right now.
In batting average?
Batting average, yes.
See if Kendall Cummings can keep it going. He's hitting .323 coming into the game.
And for people that have been paying attention,
dribbles one straight back toward the pitcher, and he's going to reach base on a bunt.
Wow.
First baseman Cam Day came in to try and field it, and second baseman Austin Tidwell didn't get there in time, but was it a dead ball?
I don't think so, because it popped out right in front of the plate. It popped out almost on the grass. It's probably what they're discussing right now, but I think that's a live ball.
So Cummings bunted that down, and the sound it made sounded like an extra thud, at least to me.
It was really quiet, I feel like.
So we'll see. The umpires are discussing things.
Anyways, as I was saying, those of you that have been paying attention to American Legion Baseball this year, the teams to beat are Gillette and Cheyenne, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think if Evanston's number 1, one of those two would be number 1. Actually, it's Laramie. They're batting .355. Evanston batting .317. Cheyenne and Gillette actually both batting behind Evanston in batting average. Let me pull it up so I get it. Gillette batting .312, Cheyenne batting .311, Evanston again at .317.
So they will call that a dead ball. Not sure if it hit his foot or what it was. The umpire discussing with Kendall right now, kind of clarifying the call. And, of course, Schneider back to second, Thompson back to first. And we'll do it all over again. Element of surprise gone. Boydston in tight at third, and Cam Day in tight at first, playing in on the grass. And this time Cummings swings and misses. Throw down to second base. Gets past the shortstop, but not far. He knocked it down. So Cummings will step back in. Now instead of what we thought was going to be a bunt single, he's got an 0-2 count with no outs, runners on first and second. Outlaws trailing by 1. Home half of the second inning, 3-2. Post 87 leads Evanston. There's the pitch, and Kendall lets that one go by. Schneider heading for third. This may be a play. He dives, slides in, and he's out. Thompson, in the meantime, takes second base, but Schneider caught stealing at third. One out. The pitch was well outside and in the dirt. So ball 1. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cummings.
What a throw by Robinson, the catcher for Layton.
Strike 3 looking outside corner to Cummings. The Outlaws go from 2 runners on with no outs to 1 runner on and 2 outs in the matter of 2 pitches. Brings Reed Gross to the plate. Gross singled and scored in the first. Comes in hitting .370. 12 runs scored in the season, including the one in the previous inning. Swings, he waited on that breaking ball and laces it into right center field. That'll score Brennan Thompson and tie the ball game. Gross digging for second, and he'll stop there with a 2 or an RBI stand-up double. Reed Gross, 2 for 2. Brennan Thompson scores easily from second base. Reed Gross ties the score at 3. And a courtesy runner for Gross. Connor Peterson comes into second base. That looks like a bright new white batting helmet for Peterson.
Looks pretty new.
Too bad that Schneider got caught stealing. That's 2 runs in the Outlaws' lead if he was still on the base paths.
And you know that I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with the hits that we've seen from Evanston today. They've been what Coach Thompson wants. They're not the little, they're not the big blue ones. They're those perfect laser beam line drives.
Right. Not a lot of air underneath this contact. These hits the Outlaws are getting. Of course, Gus Allred put a lot of air underneath his, but it sailed over the center fielder's head for a double in the first inning, and he came around to score. Takes strike 1 outside corner. Nice pitch from Bryce Greenall. And we talked about strategy and kind of the chess game, and you got to wonder if Layton was thinking, well, Green River, Rock Springs, Evanston, if they knew anything about these 3 teams, and where in the pitching rotation does Bryce Greenall fit? Greenall delivers. Allred pops it high into shallow left field. Hoffman, the left fielder, going back, and over the shoulder makes the catch. Good play by the shortstop, Jackson Hoffman. And the Outlaws are finished for the second inning, but they do score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left stranded. 3-3 ball game, top of the third, coming up on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
3-3 ball game, top of the third inning rather. Post 87 out of Layton, Utah, scored 3 runs in the first. Outlaws answered with 2 in the first, and then 1 more in the third to tie, or 1 more in the second, to tie things up. Post 87 will have number 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Carter Robinson, the catcher, Cam Day, the first baseman, and Tristan Boydson, the third baseman, coming up.
Still haven't updated it on the scoreboard yet.
Outlaws did tie things up. Reed Gross, an RBI double that scored Brendan Thompson from second. Moyles out for his third inning of work, and he kicks and deals, misses low and in, ball 1 to Carter Robinson, who walked and scored in the first. Moyles has had a little bit of control issues. He's walked 4 already. Misses high and away, ball 2. Continue to see, just not hitting those spots. Wonder if he's trying to aim too much. Robinson, a big, strong right-handed hitter. Big blue aluminum bat, fouls it back to the screen for strike 1. A 5-pitch walk for Robinson in the first inning. Then he came around to score on the single from Cam Day, who's on deck. Moyles delivers the 2-1. Inside, that hits Robinson. He'll take his base. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Union Wireless at 148 Front Street in Evanston. treating you like a neighbor, not a number. That's 148 Front Street, Evanston. You can also visit unionwireless.com to learn more.
Looks like we got a pinch runner coming on for Robinson.
Last time that was Rocky Wall. Is that the same, number 35?
Number 35 again.
So Rocky Wall into run. Courtesy runner as Robinson is the catcher. Wall was put on the lineup as an extra hitter. Coach Thompson said, no extra hitters. And Coach Del Rio said, okay, no worries. High fly ball, deep right field, right center. And this will drop once, twice to the warning track. Wall rounding second. He's on to third and will score. And it's an RBI triple for Cam Day. Hit that right in between the Outlaws right fielder Kendall Cummings and Ryan Fisher in center.
Great contact by Day. I mean, I wish we were able to find stats on these guys so we could talk about to see if that's a normal thing for them. But that was just great contact, and that one was hit a ton.
Yeah, very well hit. Not a ton of air underneath it, and right in the gap of right center field. Puts post 87 back on top 4-3. Moyles kicks and deals. High fly ball center field. Fisher should have a chance to get to this one. He's got to run a long ways. Makes the catch. Tagging is Cam Day. Outlaws throw in, not in time. Gus Allred turned to throw from his spot in first and slipped down to the turf. So the sac fly for Tristan Boydston puts Layton up by 2 runs, 5-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Base is empty. 1 out with Jake Godfrey to the plate. An RBI single in his first at bat. And he'll take ball 1 off the outside corner.
You know, sometimes an empty base set is a good kind of mental reset for a pitcher.
Moyles misses down in the dirt. That bounced a good 3 or 4 feet before it got to the plate. Ball 2. Moyles just seems to be laboring a lot. And his body language right now, pretty slow, deliberate, kind of trying to get settled. He doesn't look quite settled in.
And you'd think after that second inning he had that would be the case.
Fly ball down the first base line. This will drift out of play. I saw Gus Allred sprint that way to chase, but he's going to run out of room. 2 balls, 1 strike for Jake Godfrey. So Moyles has walked 4. He's hit 1 with a pitch and then allowed how many hits? 3 hits so far is all?
Yes.
Normally through 3 innings, 3 hits. If your defense is playing well, you're going to be in good shape. But sharp grounder down the third base line. Takes a high hop as Schneider dives to get it. It bounces over his head and behind him. And Godfrey's 2 for 2, a couple of singles. That was a funny hop. As Schneider dove, it hit the lip of the grass and just popped up behind him.
With the way, I thought Schneider was going to glove that for sure because his line, where the ball looked like it was headed, it was like, oh, this is going to be a great play. And then it just took that, as you said, a weird hop and just kind of, it looked like it kind of spun around his head and then just went into the outfield.
Brings the pitcher Bryce Greenall to the plate. He had a nice line drive, but right at Jagger Mitchell, who made the catch for the out. Greenall takes ball 1 high and away. So man on first with 1 down, and Layton leads 5-3 over the Evanston Outlaws. Home half, or visitors half rather, top of the 3rd. Godfrey takes his lead. Greenall takes ball 2 down low. The umpire at the 2 umpires actually at Rock Springs this past Tuesday were very vocal about and gave signs always. If it was high, they'd give that, it's kind of a signal up high, and outside, they'd put that hand out there to the outside. This one gives a clear indication of strikes. On balls, he shouts where it's at. Down, he says on that pitch. It just misses below the knees, outside corner. Moyles in a bit of a jam. Got a runner on first with 1 out and a 3-0 hitter's count for Bryce Greenall. Moyles' counterpart, the pitcher. Pickoff move to first. No trouble there for Godfrey. Number 7, right fielder Godfrey takes his lead at first. Moyles kicks and deals the 3-0. Outside, misses badly, a 4-pitch walk. That's the 5th walk plus the hit by pitch. That's 6 free trips to first base for Layton hitters in 2 1/3 innings. Coach Chad Thompson comes out to chat with Moyles. Moyles' body language, I can understand this. There's been at least 4 or 5 pitches that I think Moyles felt like were in that low end of the strike zone, but have been called low. But the way he was talking with Coach Thompson, he keeps looking over at the umpire. I think he feels like he's not getting the strikes he should be getting.
And you know what? That's just that's the game. It's a human. Right. There's that human element to this game that there isn't in a lot of other games. Just looking at who is available for Coach Thompson if he needs to go to his bullpen, as Reed Cross just kind of shoves Clayton Moyles around pretty playfully with his glove, kind of calming him down. There must be some frustration going on. But as I was mentioning, looking at who's available, the name that sticks out to me is Ethan Purple Shoes Buse. He has him as available for today.
He threw 104 pitches against Rock Springs Tuesday, if I remember right. Gus Allred playing in tight at first. Grounder to short. Jagger backhands it. Doesn't have time to throw to third and doesn't have time to throw to first either. So Tidwell on board with an infield single. Runners advance. We've got bases loaded with 1 out, and the number 9 hitter, Nick Forsyth, to the plate. So Buse available?
That's what it says here on substitution, so I don't know if he's available to pitch.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think he's available to pitch. I'm sure he could come in and hit, but
I don't think he'd be available till Sunday.
I think so.
Right?
Because he'd have to rest Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to pitch on Sunday.
And against the 2 Lone Peak teams, it's probably
pop-up right side. Gus chasing and won't get there. Too far down the line. Foul. Sorry, Elon, you were saying.
I would imagine against the 2 Lone Peak schools, tonight and tomorrow night, we'll probably see probably Allred or Fisher.
Yeah, those two I would expect to make the starts in the next 2 games. Tonight against Lone Peak Black at 7:30, and then tomorrow at 7.
And then you'd use Ethan Buse in the Sunday game.
Possibly. You've also got Jagger Mitchell
as well
at some point.
How many pitches did he throw on Tuesday?
I'll look that up here in a sec. Forsyth bunts one down foul, and let's see, where's Mitchell? Let me just grab these stat sheets. I'll look that up. Moyles with bases loaded, 1 out, delivers and misses high and outside. Ball 1 for Forsyth. I had Mitchell at about 100 pitches as well. So I think he won't be able to pitch until Sunday either. Moyles looks to the runners. Bases loaded with 1 out, delivers, and Forsyth fouls it off his foot. Dead ball. Count remains a ball, 2 strikes. Big moment here. Outlaws already down 2. If Moyles can limit that damage to just 2 runs, I think Evanston, could still feel pretty good about where they're at.
They got to get this guy out at the plate, though. Right now, with 1 out, they have the sacrifice fly in play. They've got a lot of things to their disposal. If you can get this guy out at the plate by striking him out, it would be a huge bonus.
Perriman playing fairly shallow in left, and Kendall Cummings hugging the line in right. Moyles kicks and deals. Fly ball right field. Cummings comes in, makes the catch on the run, and hesitates, doesn't throw, and then throws over the first baseman's head. It comes back and hits the runner, and then the play at the plate. Mitchell comes in and can't make the play. The Outlaws I'm not sure what Cummings was thinking, not throwing home and then throwing too high for first. So Godfrey scores. Greenall comes around to score. Tidwell moves over to second base. Forsyth retired on the line drive to right. 2 more runs in. That's 4 runs here in this 3rd inning. Now, obviously, one of those was a sac fly for Forsyth. He gets the RBI. But that's only on when Godfrey scored. The other was an E9 on the poor throw from right field. Takes it back to the top of the lineup, and a shot right up the middle. Fisher picks it up. Runner heading for home as Fisher throws in. Outlaws look to cut it off, but don't. and they keep runners on first and third. Well played defensively that time. A single for Jackson Hoffman. Brings Cameron Hancock to the plate, number 2 hitter. Number 9 hitter in this inning for post 87. Carter Robinson on deck, led off being hit by a pitch, came around to score.
Good news is Hancock, last time he was up, he struck out. So if Moyles can get that going again, that'd be big.
Moyles misses high.
Oh.
Gross throws down to second. Outlaws looking to pick off the man stealing. No way, not happening. And it's a double steal. Tidwell comes home. 5 runs across the plate in this inning for Layton, post 87. And Jackson Hoffman in safe at second on the steal. Runner in scoring position with Cameron Hancock. No, 1 ball, no strikes, or was that strike 1? I thought it was a ball.
I don't think they've updated it quite yet.
Keep an eye on that. See if Moyles can get this final out. He kicks and deals and gets that lower end of the strike zone for strike 1. 8-3. Post 87 leads a lopsided 5 runs here in the third. Got Moyles at probably around 75, 80 pitches.
Right now they got him at 70 on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you. Fly ball left field. Perriman starts in, then goes back out, drifts to his right, makes the catch, and ends the Layton threat. I had him with 5 runs on 4 hits, a couple Outlaw errors, and 1 runner left stranded. 8-3. Outlaws need some offense here in the home half of the third, coming up on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. At Ross Kesterson Field, the Ross Kesterson Memorial Tournament, Evanston Outlaws hosting post 87 out of Layton. And an even game through the first 2 innings. Layton scored 3 in the first, scoreless in the second. Outlaws scored 2 in the first, 1 more in the second. And then Layton breaks it open with 5 runs in the third. They've taken advantage of a couple of Outlaw errors and also 5 walks and 1 hit batsman. That's 6 free bases. 4 of those guys have scored for Layton.
You take those away, and this is back to being a 1-run game. It's just kind of similar to what we saw them against Gillette. It's just one of those deals where you clean up those things, and you're back in this thing.
A couple things to clean up, and that's part of why you play these, especially these games, early to mid-season as you're prepping for state tournament time. Hopefully you have all those bugs worked out. Casey Perriman to the plate. And if you needed a nap, well,
hey,
his walk-up song.
Do you think he lost? I mean, if he likes that song, that's great. But do you think this might be like some play, like, because it was Gus Allred and Jagger Mitchell that brought me the list. So do you think they might be playing a trick on
Perriman off the end of the bat beats the throw to first. A little dribbler. It had enough to get past the pitcher, and second baseman Tidwell couldn't get it to the first base in time, so Perriman on board. You think what?
You think they might be playing a trick on him? Because it was Gus Allred and Jagger Mitchell who brought the list up to me.
Yeah, it might be a joke. I mean, they might be laughing, especially that first time they heard it. Or it might be Perriman just thinking, man, that'd be so hilarious.
Or it just relaxes him, you know? I mean, you never know.
Jagger Mitchell to the plate. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Sacrifice fly to left field. Scored a run in the first. That was the Outlaws' first run of the game. Perriman on first. The leadoff infield single. Mitchell, high fly ball. Shallow. No, this won't even make it out of the infield. Tidwell at the second baseman catches it. 1 out.
I hope this isn't a bad one. Song that is. I'm just gonna call that.
That brings Ryan Fisher to the plate. .419 hitter, leads the West in average. RBI single in the first. Fisher, right-handed hitter, steps in. He's back in the box. Throw over to first. Perriman in safe. Bryce Greenall on the mound. He's gone 2 1/3 so far for post 87. Wind has picked up a bit, coming across the diamond, like second base to third base. That's what it looks like. Fisher waits and takes strike 1 outside corner. And the scorebook is marking Perriman on base with an error. So I gave him a single, but
I did too because he legged it out.
Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe the throw just was bobbled or something. And here's an error for sure. Robinson throwing down to first, throws into right field, and Perriman dives in safe at second.
It almost looked like that Cam Day, the first baseman, was not ready for that throw from Robinson.
Was the throw on target? It looked a little bit low, but not terrible.
No, not at all. But like I said, it just looked like Cam just wasn't ready for that one.
So Fisher with a ball and a strike at the plate. Perriman on second in scoring position. Outlaws need a few runs. Trailing 8-3. Fisher takes ball 2 outside. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic at 545 Cheyenne Drive. Call Todd Hoover today, 789-0043. All your chiropractic needs and more. You can get rid of allergies, 789-0043 for Dr. Todd Hoover. The pitch, Fisher swings and misses. That was his pitch. He was swinging for, what is that, 330 down the line in left, 385 to center. Straight away. Tall fence here at Evanston Ross Kesterson Field, home of the Outlaws. Fisher a 2-2 count. Perriman at second, standing strong with his lead, and Fisher takes,
that's a close one.
Ball 3. I don't know where that missed, to be honest. Maybe high. Again, we're not at an angle to see inside, outside very well. And if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you've got about the same angle we do. Fisher steps back in, right-handed hitter. Greenall throws right, a full count with 1 out and a man on second. Payoff pitch, Fisher, high fly ball, right side. This may stay in play, but no time for anybody to get there, just barely. Boydston, the third baseman, just about got there in time.
Greenall, the pitcher, almost ran into the fence and took kind of a little bit of a whiplash off of it.
Yeah, Carter Robinson, the catcher, actually from where that ball landed was only about 25, 30 feet from his spot at catcher, but I don't think he saw where it was and couldn't track it down. So Fisher stays alive for the moment. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Greenall delivers the payoff for a second time and walks Fisher. Outside, ball 4. Ryan Fisher on base. That's his 9th walk this season. And brings Clayton Moyles to the plate, a 282 hitter. Popped out to the second baseman in the first to end the first inning. Right-handed hitter steps back in, looking to help his own cause a bit. He's the pitcher for the Outlaws in this game. In line for the loss currently.
You know, they may be looking to come back down by 5, but they still got plenty of time to do that.
Sharp grounder toward third. A diving play by Boydston. Stands up, throws off the bag at first, and Moyles is safe on the bag at first base. I'm going to see how they score that on the score sheet online, but Moyles on base.
That looked like a pretty clean play to me, especially the dive over there by Hoffman to get that one down.
The one thing I wonder is that the throw to first was off the bag, so Cam Day, it was close to home. I mean, on the home side of first base, and Day had to come off first base to get to the throw. Pitch down in the dirt, ball 1 to Jordan Schneider, who singled in the second. They're going to give Moyles the single, so we'll go with that. Shows my intelligence. I thought Perriman singled and Moyles reached on an error. It's exactly the opposite.
I'm leaving it a single. I'm sorry.
Perriman's?
Yeah.
Fly ball into right field for Schneider. This may be over the right fielder's head. He goes back and drops it. Outlaws will score a run. Perriman from third. Fisher stops at third. And Schneider, that with just one out, that counts as an RBI, even though it's an E9, if I'm not mistaken. Fisher moves to third, Moyles to second, and the Outlaws have the bases loaded with one out, and Brendan Thompson to the plate.
And most importantly, only one out.
Right.
Either way, that would have been deep enough to score. Either way, I think Perriman scoring on that.
Right, I think so. I think you're right. Perriman would have scored on a tag. But the fact that Godfrey dropped it, as Thompson takes ball 1 outside, that keeps just 1 out on the board, and the Outlaws with the bases loaded. So more chances here to score some runs. Greenall delivers, breaking ball, bounces off the plate. Robinson does a nice job to keep that in front of him, but it's ball 2 to Thompson. And Coach Del Rio will come out to chat with his pitcher. Jason Del Rio, the coach of this post 87. No, that isn't Coach Del Rio, I don't think.
And that might be the pitching coach.
Yeah. Well, the Outlaws down 8-4. Again, they scored 2 in the first after post 87 had scored 3 in the first. Evanston tied it in the second, but then a 5-run top of the third inning for post 87 has them on top. But the Outlaws have the bases loaded with 1 out. Brendan Thompson at the plate. Kendall Cummings on deck. Thompson singled and scored in the second, and that single was as well as we've seen anybody hit it today. A sharp line drive to center field.
Yeah, I mean, Outlaws, they haven't been hitting a lot, but when they have, it seems like it's been right where they want it.
Greenall delivers. Outside corner, just high, maybe a bit outside. Ball 3 to Thompson. Brendan, 4 walks on the season. He's got 14 RBIs. He's looking for number 15 or more here. And he'll get it with a walk, RBI walk for Brendan Thompson. 4-pitch walk. Ryan Fisher trots home the 90 feet from third base. Clayton Moyles over to third. Jordan Schneider on to second, and Brendan Thompson on first. And they're giving Schneider a single on that that hit into right field.
Sounds good to me.
It was in and out of the glove of right fielder Jake Godfrey. Ball 1 blown away to Kendall Cummings.
Well, now that is a 3-run game. I mean, only 1 out. Evanston's proven that they can come back from a lopsided inning by putting 1 up of their own.
2 runs, 2 hits so far. Down the line at third and not sharp enough, plus out of fair territory. Great effort, though, by Tristan Boydson, the third baseman, as he backhanded it, slid to his backside, and popped up. 1 ball, 1 strike for Kendall Cummings. Bases loaded, 1 out. Outlaws a chance to, the tying run is on first in Brendan Thompson. Cummings fooled, swings and misses, way out in front of a off-speed pitch.
And look who you've got on deck, Reed Gross, who's been on fire today, a double and a single.
RBI and a run scored for Gross. You nailed it, too. He has been on fire. Hope we better knock on wood. We don't want to cool him off with our foul language. Cummings pop up, third base side. This will drift foul, and that gentleman, not quite as close as I thought he might be. He's talking on his phone, pulling a wagon, and the ball bounced about 5-6 feet from where he's walking. Wind is picked up here at Ross Kesterson Field. A couple umbrellas. See that gentleman with the red umbrella there? Yep. He's got it figured out. He's been to a few baseball games, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's got part of the umbrella tied to the fence to keep it in place. Pitch for Cummings outside. Ball 2 evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I see pitches like that, and especially from this spot here at Ross Kesterson where we broadcast from, you just can't really see, inside, outside very well.
Yeah.
And I get nervous about pitches like that. Cummings, right field blooper down the right field line and in play territory, but diving and I think missing the catch was Cam Day, the first baseman. He made a good effort to get over there but couldn't make the catch. Our broadcast today is, of course, brought to you in part by MyLocalRadio.com, local radio just for you. We've got live regional sports, weather, job listings, giveaways, contests, and so much more. MyLocalRadio.com.
Let's put this in the proper perspective. Layton is a 6A school.
Yes.
And if Evanston can compete with this and with Lone Peak, they are in a very good spot as far as Wyoming's concerned.
Swing and a miss. Kendall Cummings goes down swinging. That's 2 strikeouts on the day for Cummings. That'll drop his .323 average down a few points, and that brings Reed Gross to the plate with 2 outs, bases loaded, and a huge gap in left center field. Cameron Hancock, the center fielder, shaded way off toward right. Nick Forsythe playing straight away in left.
This first pitch is going to be big. The 2 hits that he has were first pitch hits.
And he takes ball 1, that up high at the numbers. So Gross, the first time he's been to the plate and didn't take a first pitch into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes. Gross, a single and a run scored in the first, an RBI double in the second. That double tied the score at 3. Gross, left field. This is going to sail and be caught. Nick Forsythe, the left fielder, got a good jump on it coming in and makes the catch to end the Outlaw threat. 2 runs come across. The Outlaws have made it 8-5. They got those 2 runs on 3 hits or 2 hits. 2 hits. 1 error, and 3 runners left stranded. That hurts. Bottom of the 3rd completed. We're on to the 4th in the First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Our broadcast this afternoon is brought to you in part by Superior Rental and the Gun Room. That's at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. Superior Rental is a servicing dealer. What does that mean? Well, you can buy it and have it serviced at the same place. Plus, all their rentals are simple and easy. Superior Rental and the Gun Room, 371 Prospector Drive. Our broadcast is also brought to you by Jimmy John's and by Dr. McKay Frankham. We'll keep our eyes open for the Dr. McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game. And, of course, so right after the broadcast, first part of our postgame show is the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. That's all coming up. So far, what sticks out to you for a Precision Play of the Game, Elon?
Right now, that hit by Brendan Thompson.
That single?
That single. You want to talk about precision. He put that exactly where he wanted to.
He did.
And he hit it just perfect angle and everything.
Carter Robinson will lead off for the second straight inning for this post-87 team. He's walked and scored. He was hit by a pitch and scored. Haven't really seen him swing the bat much, and then he swings at a low breaking ball and misses badly. Strike one.
See if Clayton can bounce back from this one. He's coming into inning number 4 of work. Currently 8 runs on 6 hits.
Part of the problem has been the free bases. He's walked 5, he hit 1, and that's 6 free bases, and 4 of those have scored. Moyles winds and delivers. This one misses in and low, and Robinson lays off it for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't miss more Outlaws baseball tonight. Elin, you'll have the call at a 7:30 first pitch against Lone Peak Black, and then tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus Lone Peak Maroon right here on K9 and My Local Radio. Moyles delivers, swing and a miss into right field. Well, right center field, over the head of Brendan Thompson at second for a single. And Robinson, 3 for 3 on base. He's again walked, hit by a pitch, and then that single. And he'll have again a pinch runner or a courtesy runner, Rocky Wall. Big difference there. I got to clarify. Courtesy runner for the catcher. So Wall on first after Robinson's single. Cam Day to the plate. He's 2 for 2, an RBI single and an RBI triple in the first and third respectively. Ball 1 in the dirt. Wall headed for second.
Nice throw.
Reed throws down, and they can't quite apply the tag. That throw, Jagger cut it off before what would have been a short hop, and Robinson slid to that outfield side of the bag to slide in safe for the steal. So Cam Day, can't see on the scoreboard online, you can't see balls and strikes. Day fouls it off himself for a dead ball.
We've got 1 ball, no strikes.
Okay, thanks. Perriman shaded off toward right field there in left. Outlaws, in fact, all the outfielders shaded toward right field. Big gap down that left field line. Perriman takes a few steps back toward left field as Day waits. Big, strong right-handed hitter. Moyles throws back to second. Thompson wasn't even on the bag. He's about 10 feet off.
After that throw, he put his hand on his chest to be like, that was on me. I should have been there.
Yeah. A smart move by Moyles. Good adjustment, though. He threw it to where Thompson was rather than where he should have been at second base. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Cam Day.
Tell you what, though, that's a hard adjustment to make because as your back is to second base, you're thinking, all right, I'm going to throw in this spot. And then you turn around and see your guy not even there and have to adjust by about 10 feet on the fly like that. Great play.
Moyles looks in. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Cam Day. Moyles kicks and deals. Breaking ball high and out. Ball 2. Rocky Wall on second base, courtesy runner for Carter Robinson, who singled moments ago. No outs. 8-5 lead for post 87. Visitors half of the 4th. Moyles kicks and deals. And just misses low and away. Ball 3 for Day. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Day steps back in. White-barreled bat. Wind blowing in from right field. Not too bad, 10-15 miles an hour. Moyles with the payoff pitch. Line drive into right field. This may score a run. Drops in. Cummings picks it up and throws into the cutoff man, Brendan Thompson. RBI single for Cam Day, the cleanup man. 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs in the game. And Wall, courtesy runner for Carter Robinson, has scored 3 times. 9-5. Coach Chad Thompson comes out to chat with his pitcher. I'll take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Union Wireless at 148 Front Street in Evanston. Wireless speed so fast you'll see stars. Union Wireless. We have them at home at the radio station as well. And the speeds are excellent. The reliability is great, and their customer service is fantastic. Looks like Moyles is done, and will Schneider take the mound? I have a pitching change here for the Evanston Outlaws. Moyles, not his best outing. We've seen him have some very good outings, and today against a pretty good hitting team, just hasn't quite had it. So Jordan Schneider to the mound. I imagine those two, Schneider and Moyles, will just switch spots unless they want to bring Cummings in from right field. Schneider came in, allowed a couple of runs against Rock Springs on Tuesday night, but held on as Ethan Buse had struck out 11 and earned the victory. Schneider came in relief. No save there as the Outlaws' lead was big enough, but again, Evanston won 11-3 in that game. Can't close the book on Clayton Moyles just yet. We can say he pitched 3 complete. Do you have the rest of that?
I got 3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit batsman.
Wait, how many hits? 6?
11. 6. Wow, sorry. I have 8 hits. Because 6 in the first 3, and then 2 just now.
Okay. So, go through that again then. 3 innings pitched, 8 hits.
8 hits, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit batsman.
Okay. And 9 runs.
Right now.
How many of those are earned? Oh, yeah, true. We can't quite say yet.
As he's responsible for Day over there on first.
Also responsible for, Day hit home Carter Robinson already. So, all right. See what Jordan Schneider can do. Schneider, a right-handed pitcher. Pop up, bunt, Reed Gross dives back, gets through the umpire, and dives to make the catch on the pop-out bunt.
As of right now, I think all of them are earned.
Okay.
Excuse me, no, there was an error on Cameron Hancock scoring in the first, so I think 8 of those are earned.
1 out with a man on first, Cam Day, who singled home a run minutes ago. Ground ball to third and foul. So Moyles, according to the stats, 9 runs, 8 of them earned. And he's, as you said, on the hook for Cam Day, who's on first. So you're right on. Schneider, and it was Schneider and Moyles just switching spots. So Moyles over there at third with Schneider on the mound. Kicks and deals. And again, a ground ball down the third base line. Foul.
This is Jacob Godfrey.
Thank you. Right fielder. RBI single in the first, singled and scored in the third. He's 2 for 2 so far. Godfrey, a wide stance from the right-handed batter's box. Outlaws in the outfield playing straight away with 2 outs, and Godfrey swings and misses. Strike 3. Jordan Schneider strikes him out swinging, brings the pitcher, Bryce Greenall, to the plate.
So he's faced 2 and retired 2. Good start here for Schneider.
Greenall 0 for 1, lined out to short in the second, walked and scored in the third.
Jordan Schneider has pitched, coming into this one, 5 1/3, 7.88 ERA, 4 strikeouts, and 7 walks.
Strike 1 at the knees to Greenall. And Schneider, watch this delivery. That little kick is just kind of different, and I don't know if that throws hitters off enough initially. That makes it tough for them. Day, heading for second, gets caught in a pickle, and Jagger will tag him. Good play by Schneider. He just holds the ball out, runs toward him, then tosses to Jagger as Day started to commit for second base. He's caught trying to steal, and that ends the threat for post 87. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no outlaw errors, and nobody left stranded. Greenall will get another at bat when we start the 5th, but the Outlaws are up in the bottom of the 4th on a First Bank presentation of Evanston baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, This is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Eight, or is it 9? 9-5 now, isn't it? Post 87, boy, they can hit the ball. We've seen some good hits, and especially Cam Day, who's 3 for 3, and Jake Godfrey, 2 for 2. A lot of runs scored, and they've taken advantage of a bunch of outlaw walks. Evanston has walked 5 rather, and then 1 hit batsman as well. So that's been a problem for the Evanston pitcher so far. Outlaws will have Gus Allred leading off. Sharp grounder to first, foul. And Gus early trail 0-1 in the count. Bryce Greenall out for what will be his 4th inning of work. Right-handed pitcher delivers high and outside. Ball 1 for Allred. Gus 1 for 2, doubled and scored in the first, popped out to short in the second.
They need this guy on.
1-1. Allred swings and misses high fastball. Couldn't catch it. On deck, Casey Perriman and Jagger Mitchell in the hole. Allred, the lone left-handed hitter in the Outlaws lineup. Tall, takes ball 2 outside off the plate.
Good to see Kason Smith, who just entered the dugout for the Outlaws, kind of lending some support.
He's got like a cast on his left arm.
Yeah,
Is that
it
what
looks
it
like
looks
he's got
Hard
a cast or a sling or
some kind of sling.
Yeah.
Greenall delivers. Gus chops it over the backstop. In case you missed it, Tuesday night at Rock Springs, Kason Smith was catching, and a Rock Springs batter foul-tipped a ball down, just dribbled it down the third base line, not very far from home plate, and Kason popped up instinctively to go grab the ball. And the follow-through on the swing by the Rock Springs batter, the bat hit Kason's left wrist. Allred pops it high down the third base line. This may find its way down. And no, it doesn't. What a play. Nick Forsyth catches it just at the line in left, out number 1. And anyway, so Kason Smith, that hurt his left wrist. I haven't heard the extent of the injury, but he's got like a sling, his arm in a sling, and some kind of wrap on his left arm. Allred retired. Casey Perriman to the plate. Casey comes in hitting .365. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out looking in the first, reached on an error, and scored in the third. Greenall delivers. Perriman turns on it and fouls it down the third base line. Oh, out of play.
Action going on in the Layton bullpen. Number 51. Looks like
off the outside, ball 1 for Perriman.
Stockton.
Malmberg or something like that.
Malmberg, yeah.
Perriman, high fly ball again. This one well out of play, though, over the third base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Casey Perriman. Jagger Mitchell on deck. Outlaws trailing 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Perriman steps back in, hits from the right side, throws left, and fouls it back to the screen. Protection swing there for Perriman. Perriman leads the team, I think, with those 19 runs scored. Add 12 RBIs to that, a .365 average. Perriman doing a nice job from the plate this year for the Outlaws.
Yes, Perriman leads it with 19 runs scored coming into this game.
Greenall kicks and deals. Perriman another foul ball over the backstop.
Ryan Fisher, actually, I think, as it sits right now, he's trails by 1. So it's Perriman 8-19, Fisher 18 on runs scored for the team.
Greenall delivers. Perriman right field down the line. This will drop. Nice little single line drive. Jake Godfrey right there to pick it up and throw it in. Holds Perriman at first with a single. A one-out single for Perriman brings Jagger Mitchell to the plate. Jagger came in hitting .413. He's 0 for 1 so far in this game. A sac fly to left in the first. Gave him an RBI. Doesn't count as an at-bat. And then he popped out to second in the third inning. So Jagger hits right, steps back into the box. Greenall still working. Started this game. He's allowed 9 hits now to Evanston Outlaw batters. Mitchell rips it down the third baseline foul.
That's where he likes to go. We've seen it so many times this season already where he just turns on that one and puts it along the third baseline.
Forsyth, some great speed in left field, and he's shaded just a bit off towards center. Hancock in center playing straight away. Godfrey in right, down the line just a bit in right, but now he just shifted in and toward center a little bit. Mitchell holding the bat out over the plate as Greenall gets the sign, and Mitchell calls for and asks and gets timeout. Outlaws, we saw over the weekend against Torrington, Jackson Jones had a real quick pace of delivery. And, in fact, it was so quick that Coach Thompson kept asking for a balk. And the umpire told him, I just don't like to call balks. so he wasn't calling a balk when it should have been. But Jones, his pace was so fast as the pitch misses down low in the dirt to Mitchell. That'll allow Perriman to take second base. But a couple of the Outlaw batters were calling timeout on about every other pitch just to try to slow that pace down a little bit that Jones was working at. Mitchell with a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man on second. Outlaws trail 9-5 in the home half of the fourth. Jagger steps in. He's a right-handed hitter. Greenall, right-handed pitcher. Misses outside, or misses down low, I should say. That's ball 2 to Mitchell. Perriman at second base. Nice single to right field, a line drive. Perriman, first hit of the ball game. Of course, you got him with 2 still, don't you? Did you keep that as a base hit?
I did correct it just because, I don't know, we should probably reflect the official stats.
For those of you, if you're just joining us, Perriman dribbled one just past the pitcher back in the third inning. And the second baseman came up, charged on it, picked it up through to first. We both thought it was an infield single. But the scorebook marked it as an error. Pitched for Mitchell outside. Just off the corner, 3 balls, 1 strike for Mitchell.
Looked like Stockton Malberg done with his warm-up, so we'll see if they bring him in. What just happened?
I think he's saying that's ball 4. Give Jagger his base at first. One of the Outlaw coaches, Coach Moyles, comes out for an explanation. Trade baseballs, maybe. Yeah, I thought I had that as ball 3 for Mitchell.
Me too.
But it's listed on the score sheet as a walk. So the Outlaws have runners on first and second with Ryan Fisher to the plate. Fish 1 for 1. Singled an RBI single in the first, then walked and scored in the third. Clayton Moyles on deck represents the tying run. 9-5 Outlaws trail on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Get something going here. They stranded 3 runners in the last inning, had bases loaded with 1 out, and couldn't get anybody across. Strike 1 outside corner to Fisher.
So I talked with Coach Thompson on the Pitchfork Coaches Show this last week, and he said that obviously the goal is to go 4-0 throughout this entire thing. But if you can prove that you're competitive with some of these top programs in Utah, Jagger.
Fisher swings and misses. Robinson whips a throw down to first, and Jagger, caught off the bag, being too aggressive at first, is caught on a 2-3 putout, plus the strike and the count 0-2.
Anyways, he was saying that if they can stay competitive with this team and with the Lone Peak teams, then they know that they're right where they want to be at this point in the season.
And then Perriman caught. Oh, he got back in safe just barely. I thought he was out.
He must have snuck a foot in there before the tag.
And that mistake, I hate to just pick on Jagger, but that's a mistake you can't have.
No, especially when you've got some momentum building to try to come back out of this, what is it, a 4-run hole. I mean, that's not undoable by any stretch of the imagination.
Fisher swings and misses, and that's a throw down to first base, gets the out. So the Outlaws had something going, and just like that, it ends. Stranding a runner on second base, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. 9-5, Outlaws trail. We've played 4, top of the 5th coming up on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Bryce Greenall to the plate, swing and a miss on a high fastball from Jordan Schneider. Schneider, all 3 outs in that, accounted for all 3 outs in that 4th inning. Came on in relief for Clayton Moyles. Greenall was at the plate when Cam Day was caught stealing. Swung on, high pop up, back toward the pitcher. Schneider comes in, drifts over into foul territory, makes the catch. 1 down.
So that's 4 batters faced, 4 retirements for Schneider. Good start for him.
Great start, certainly. Austin Tidwell to the plate. Singled and scored in the 3rd inning, grounded to second in the 2nd. Post 87, scored 3 runs in the 1st, and they have not trailed. Outlaws tied it in the bottom of the 2nd. Schneider delivers high and in, ball 1.
Is it me, or is he throwing faster than what we saw against, I think it was Cheyenne Post 6 back in Gillette?
His velocity has gotten better over the course of the last few weeks. Kicks and deals, misses high, ball 2. Outlaws had tied it at 3 in the bottom of the 2nd, but post 87 scored 5 runs in the 3rd, 1 more in the 4th. They lead 9-5. Outlaws have missed a couple opportunities. Schneider misses ball 3. Evanston had the bases loaded with just 1 out in the 3rd, and next 2 batters struck out and lined out to left. Stranded 3 that inning. Schneider catches the outside corner. Strike 1.
Tidwell thought he was going for a walk.
He did. And from here, it looked pretty clear like that was strike 1. Schneider kicks and deals. Line drive right field. Cummings coming in. Off 1 hop. He'll throw for first and not in time. Tidwell hustled down the line for the single. So a leadoff, 1 out single for Austin Tidwell brings the number 9 hitter, Nick Forsyth, to the plate. Left fielder, number 40. He made, remember that pop-up by Gus Allred? Forsyth covered a lot of ground to make that catch on the left field line. Schneider steps off the rubber, looks to first. Not much of a lead for Tidwell. I think Schneider just wasn't feeling comfortable. Sets a little differently and misses high and in, ball 1.
He's got a very low kick. He doesn't really drive that knee up like you see a lot of pitchers. He just kind of steps forward and delivers.
Right. And that doesn't change much. You know, a lot of times when a pitcher goes from the stretch, they slide rather than kick. But with that low kick, he doesn't have to really change it. Grounder down the third base line, picked up by Moyles. No time to throw to second. He gets the runner at first. So Tidwell on to second, and Forsyth thrown out at first on the 5-3 putout.
Great play there by Moyles. I mean, again, we can't stress it enough. He's a left-handed third baseman. He actually had to move his body over to make that play and then make a beautiful throw over to Allred at first.
Brings Jackson Hoffman, the shortstop, to the plate. Hoffman 1 for 2 in the ballgame, singled in the third, and swings and misses on a very healthy cut. You'd think that a third baseman with the glove on the right hand would be a good thing because you can reach out and get those balls down the line. But then to make the throw to first, you've got to turn in an awkward way away from home plate and away from where you're throwing almost. Schneider catches high into the strike zone, strike 2.
Schneider looking for strikeout number 2 and out number 3 to get out of this one.
Man on second base with 2 outs. Swung on, high fly ball center field. Fisher drifting to his left. Then comes in at the last second, makes the catch. And post 87 goes scoreless in the top of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 1 runner left stranded. 9-5, Outlaws trail. Home half of the 5th coming up on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
New pitcher out there for post 87 will be Stockton Malmberg. Malmberg, number 51, throws right. We'll see what he's got to offer here. You have final stats on Bryce Greenall?
I'm almost there. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. Looks like a straight switch as Greenall, I don't see him anywhere out in the field.
So his day's down. All right, I've got the book on Greenall. So for Bryce Greenall, 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Not a bad day. And in line for the victory. Malmberg misses high, ball 1 to Moyles. Say that. Tell me that again one more time. 4 innings?
4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Swing and a miss. Clayton Moyles, healthy cut there. I had Greenall allowing more hits than that.
I think
may
so.
be
Might
wrong.
be right.
I had him with 9 allowed. That's not a vital stat as Moyles swings and misses, strike 2.
You're right. It is 9 hits.
Okay.
I rush counted on my score sheet here.
All good. Malmberg throws right. Not real tall or big or strong, but got a good whip and a very high delivery over the top. Misses high and away, ball 2. He really has to lean forward to watch how high this ball comes out on his delivery. Arm comes straight over the top of his body. Moyles steps back in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game and fouls it back to the screen to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moyles in .282 average coming into the game. Popped out to second in the first, singled in the third. Taps the plate, waves the bat out in front. White bat, and Malmberg delivers. Moyles off the end of the bat, loops it into right field, and caught. Nice play by Austin Tidwell. Got a great jump from his spot at second base to make the catch. A little too much air underneath it for Moyles, and he's retired. Brings Jordan Schneider to the plate. Jordan, 2 for 2, a couple of singles and an RBI in the third. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Waves the bat. A little bit of an open stance. Malmberg delivers inside corner. Strike one. Or no, ball one.
So they're saying that last at-bat was a single for Schneider.
That's what the score sheet has. Yeah,
Okay.
Let me just double-check that. It may have been updated. Yeah, he's listed as 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Schneider takes strike one outside half at the knees.
That might be where that hit that I didn't have a count from came
Gotcha.
from.
1-1, swing and a miss. Schneider couldn't catch up to a fastball by Malmberg. Stockton looks like he's got the camo hat as well to match his camo sleeves for post 87. White pants, kicks and deals. And Schneider, sharp grounder to third off the foot of Boydston and into left field. Schneider's on board. Now I would field that or score that as an E5. We'll see if the scorekeeper, the official scorekeeper that's on Game Changer, does the same. Brandon Thompson, 1 for 1, singled and scored in the second. RBI walk in the third. Outlaws down 9-5 with 1 down and a man on first. The home half of the fifth inning. We started this game at 12:09. They won't allow a new inning to start after 2 hours. Thompson takes ball one high. So that gives us 13 minutes. Outlaws have got to get some runs here and then maybe hope for a next inning or just get it done right now. Boydston playing even with the bag at third. Thompson waits and takes ball 2 just outside. Malmberg struggling a bit to find the strike zone, exactly where those edges are. Yeah, they did score that an error for Schneider reaching first. Strike one to Thompson, low in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brendan Thompson came into the game hitting .286. Again, he's 1 for 1 so far in the ball game. Big gap down the left field line, Forsyth, but he's got some great speed. So he can leave that gap down there. Thompson takes ball 3 down in the dirt. Scooped up out of the dirt by Carter Robinson. Schneider on first, being a little more careful here. The Outlaws in the home half of the fourth had 2 runners on, first and second, with 1 out. Jagger Mitchell got caught too far off the bag by the catcher. Thompson takes strike 2, outside corner. Robinson threatens to throw down and try to pick off Schneider too.
This feels like one of those at-bats that could be very big when you look at the result of this whole thing. Full count, you got the runner on first. You have to get some runs here.
Thompson stands high in the box and waits. Malmberg kicks and deals. Thompson grounder to short. This may be deep enough. Backhanded scoop. Throw to first. Thompson can't quite beat it out. Hoffman made a strong throw. Schneider got on to second safely, and Thompson thrown out at first. Boy, Thompson hustled down the line, just couldn't quite get there in time, and that brings Kendall Cummings to the plate with 2 outs and a man in scoring position. Cummings 0 for 2. He struck out twice against Greenall. It's a new pitcher. We'll see if Cummings can do a little better. Dribbles it down the first base line, and it runs foul. That's lucky for Cummings because that's an easy play.
I was just about to say, not a lot of speed coming from Cam Day to chase that down, because if he cuts that down before it rolls over the line, that's an easy glove it, tag, and we're out of the inning.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing. If I'm Day there at the first baseman, I'm charging on that thing and grabbing it before it rolls foul, because that's the direction it was headed. So Cummings down 0-1. Schneider on second, takes his lead. Not a big lead there at second. Cummings checks his swing on a low breaking ball that drops out of the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for Cummings. Wind not too heavy, but coming in from, I believe, from right field in toward home plate. Malmberg delivers. Cummings fouls it. Just a little foul tip back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Cummings. Outlaws down 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic at 545 Cheyenne Drive in Evanston. Dr. Todd Hoover. Give him a call at 789-0043. That's 789-0043. Outside corner swing. Nope. Looked. Just watch it go by. And Cummings 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. That's a hat trick you don't want. What do they? Did they call that the 3 strikeouts in a game? Isn't that like the?
That's
that
the
a
hat trick. Yeah, that's the hat trick.
That's the way in baseball you don't want the hat trick. Outlaws go down without a hit.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
Stockton-Maltenberg, fairly effective, allowed 1 base runner. That was an error that allowed Jordan Schneider to get on board, but he struck out 1 swinging, got a couple of a ground out and a line drive out, and Outlaws were unable to get anything going in the home half of the 5th. Visitors half of the 6th inning. This will likely be our final inning unless it goes super quick. We've got, 2:02, 7 minutes until that 2-hour time limit. Cameron Hancock takes ball 1, blown away from Schneider. Brennan delivers outside corner, and that just misses outside. Ball 2. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing in from right field. Blow some dust across home plate. Hancock, left-handed hitter. Walked and scored in the first. He's 0 for 2 other than that, and takes ball 3. It was a 5-pitch walk in the first, and he's got a 3-0 count. Schneider looks in. Outlaws leave a big gap down that left field line. Perriman shaded towards center from his spot in left. 4-pitch leadoff walk for Cameron Hancock. Ball outside and high. Brings Carter Robinson to the plate. Robinson 1 for 1. He's walked, hit by a pitch, and singled. And then his courtesy runner, Rocky Wall, has scored all 3 times. And that's in part thanks to the next guy up, Cam Day, who's 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a triple, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Good day for Cam Day from the plate. Robinson, long hit into left field. This will hook way foul. Boy, if that stays fair, I think that's a 2-run homer. He really ripped that one. Got in front of it and has an 0-1 count. Outlaws with Jordan Schneider on the mound. Reed Gross behind the plate. Gus Allred at first. Second baseman is Brendan Thompson. Clayton Moyles at third. Jagger Mitchell at short. Here's the pitch for Robinson. Another shot down the third baseline. This one a grounder, foul for strike 2. Robinson liking what he's seeing from Jordan Schneider, but he's out in front.
You know, there's an awful lot of real estate between the third base line and Casey Perriman over in left field, and I think that Robinson is seeing that, and that's why he's just driving it that direction.
Perriman in left, Fisher in center, Kendall Cummings in right. Perriman has shifted over. He's kind of hugging the line in left a little bit now. As the pitch comes in high, Reed throws to second. The tag just too close to first base, and Hancock in safe with the steal. Jagger had to come kind of running toward first base to catch that ball, reached back with the tag and just couldn't quite get Hancock as he slid past. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a foul tip back to the screen to Carter Robinson. He's got some power. We saw him hit one deep earlier in this at-bat, but it was foul and out of play. See 3 or 4 young guys running out there to try and find that ball right now.
He nailed that one.
Yeah. Robinson, number 44, big, strong right-handed hitter. Schneider delivers, and Robinson again, another foul off. That's 4 foul balls on this at-bat. He just tipped that one to keep himself alive in the at-bat.
Layton's high school team is the Layton Lancers, so I wonder if they've adopted that name for this season with the absence of high school baseball in the state of Utah this year.
Schneider on the mound, man on first, nobody out. There's man on second, rather. Gets
Whoa.
Robinson swinging. High fastball, strike 3. And Robinson, boy, he really got good contact on 2 or 3 foul balls there, but strikes out swinging.
It's the first time he hasn't been on base all game.
Brings Cam Day to the plate, and he's 3 for 3. 2 RBI singles, an RBI triple. And he takes ball 1 up high from Schneider. Day has also scored twice today. He's had a good day. Look at that stat line. 3 for 3, 2 runs, 3 RBIs for Cam Day. He's got a runner in scoring position on second base. Perriman straight away in left field. Day flies it high and deep into left. Perriman starts in, then drifts back, settles, and makes the catch. There in left, it wasn't quite deep enough for Hancock to feel comfortable tagging. So he stays at second base. 2 outs. Tristan Boydston to the plate. Boydston 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the first, popped out to the catcher in the fourth. That was a little bunt he was trying to make, and Reed Gross turned around, dove somehow around the umpire, and made the catch. Schneider kicks and deals. Boydston fouls it back over the screen. Now, Boydston also had a sacrifice fly to center field that counted as a sac fly RBI in the third. 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Utah's from Layton, post 87 with the lead. High and inside, heading for third and stealing third base. Hancock reaches safely just ahead of the tag.
That was a really close play over at third. I'm sure Clayton doesn't like some of the calls that have been going on. I mean, he was having some – it looked like he was having some issues with the umpire calling balls and strikes, and then that call, that was really close.
1 ball, 1 strike for Tristan Boydston. Ball high and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. We're at 2:08. That's 1 hour and 59 minutes, so we will not have another inning. Line drive center field. Fisher starts in, then stops and settles, makes the catch. Jordan Schneider's been extremely effective and retires that batter as well. F8, his defense helping him out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base because of that walk. Outlaws trail by 4. This will do it. This will be our final inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up for the Evanston Outlaws on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittleSwoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittleSwoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittleSwoodShop.com today.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
9-5, bottom of the 6th inning coming up. The Outlaws trail by 4. I said this will be it. If Evanston can score 4 runs and tie things up before that 3rd out, then we would have a 7th inning. Stockton Malmberg on the mound for post 87. He's a right-handed pitcher, delivers. Gross up the middle. Will this one drop? No, it hangs in the air. And a diving catch by Jackson Hoffman, the shortstop. The wind may have helped out in that a little bit, but what a diving play by Jackson Hoffman. And Gross, who started the game 2 for 2, is 0 for his last 2. So instead of a single, Outlaws have 1 out with Gus Allred to the plate. Allred a double, and he scored in the 1st. Left-handed hitter takes ball 1 low and away from Malmberg. Reed got the pitch he wanted and hit it into center field, but it just hung up there too long. High and away, ball 2 to Allred.
But you got to credit Hoffman for that. Like, that was a crazy dive. If we could, I'd be thinking about that for the precision play of the game. It was definitely one of those web gems.
Malmberg's kicks and deals. Grounder to 3rd. A sharp grounder. Boydston picked it up, dropped it, then threw off the bag. Cam Day can't quite make the tag, and Allred is safe on 1st with the error on the 3rd baseman. Got to get on any way you can, so we'll take it. Brings Casey Perriman to the plate, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Singled in the 4th, reached on an error and scored in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 1st. Big gap down that left field line. Left fielder Nick Forsyth really shaded towards center field. Perriman takes ball 1 down low. Nope, strike 1. A delayed call from the umpire as it popped out of the glove of Carter Robinson. Well, Perriman, right-handed hitter, steps back in. Again, Malmberg throws right. Allred on 1st with his lead. Pitch down in the dirt. Great scoop by Robinson. Ball 1.
Allred looking to get into scoring position any way he can. If that ball is on the ground and goes behind him, he's off.
Wind coming in from right field. Across the diamond like first to home. Picking up just a little bit here as Malmberg kicks and deals. Perriman swings and misses way out in front. Strike 2. Outlaws will play again tonight, 7:30. First pitch against Lone Peak Black, and then tomorrow against Lone Peak Maroon at 7 p.m. Looking forward to that tonight, Elin, the lights and the diamond.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a great time on a beautiful June night.
Allred at 1st. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Perriman. Malmberg taking his time, now deals and misses outside. Good eye by Perriman for ball 2. Jagger Mitchell on deck. He's 0 for 1 in the game. A sac fly RBI in the 1st, walked in the 4th, popped out to 2nd in the 3rd. He's coming up. Perriman, line drive right side. It bounces high and gets past the 2nd baseman, Austin Tidwell. And Perriman's on 1st. Allred moves to 2nd, and Jagger Mitchell comes to the plate with 1 out. Visit from the pitching coach for Post 87 gives us an opportunity to thank a couple of our sponsors. Of course, the game's here on mylocalradio.com. If you haven't visited mylocalradio.com, take a visit now. We've got live regional sports, local and regional news, weather, and so much more. Local radio just for you, mylocalradio.com. And Superior Rental and the Gun Room at 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. They have a full line of Cub Cadet outdoor power equipment. It's in stock and ready to take home today, and they've got the largest inventory of industrial strength equipment for rent. That's Superior Rental, 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. So Malmberg stays on the mound. I got to think this was a visit from the manager or from the pitching coach saying, hey, your defense is behind you. Don't worry about these last 2 guys getting on board. Keep throwing strikes. That's 2 errors in a row that have allowed Outlaw batsmen to get on base. And it brings Jagger Mitchell to the plate. He comes in hitting .413, tops on the team with 15 RBIs, and has an RBI opportunity here. And he laces one deep down the line in left and foul. It just pulls or hooks foul. The wind helped it a little bit, but I think it would have been foul anyway. Phew, man, if he hits that straightened out just 20 feet, that's a 2-run double at least. I said Mitchell has 15 RBIs. He's got one in this game, so that's 16 on the season. That was the pitch he wanted, and he did almost just what he wanted with it. Out in front a bit. Forsyth not quite shaded as far to center field now from his spot in left. He's moved back toward the line, but still a pretty good gap down that left field line. And Jagger finds it. Yes, it's fair. Grounder down the third base line, bounced over the bag. Perriman will score from second. Or Allred, rather, will score from second. Perriman into third. Jagger Mitchell with an RBI double. And the Outlaws have the would-be tying run coming to the plate, trailing 9-6 with 2 runners in scoring position.
Big hit there by Jagger Mitchell. That was perfectly placed. We've been seeing it all year. He's wanting to pull that third base line, and that time he hit it perfectly.
So Gus Allred scores from second. He has scored twice today. Casey Perriman's on third. He has scored once today. Jagger Mitchell on second with the double. 1 out. And Ryan Fisher, who is second on the team in RBIs with 14, comes to the plate. He's also the best hitter for average on the team. He comes in at 1 for 2 on the day. RBI single in the first. Struck out swinging in the fourth. Walked and scored in the third. And a moment of discussion for the umpires. Make sure to stay tuned in our post-game show. Right after the game comes to a close, we'll have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, and then we'll bring you the Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game, which may have just become Jagger Mitchell's double right there.
Yes, just maybe. I mean, of course, we've got to somehow, some way, Fisher's got to score, or the next man to get on has got to score in order to make this a game that Evanston can win. Really, it is right now. They're only down by 3. I think bottom line right now is that Evanston has proved what Coach Thompson was hoping they could, is that they could compete. What just happened? I think we got a balk.
I think we just called a balk.
And that's Coach scores Perriman.
Yeah, Coach Del Rio coming out to talk with the umpires. They met and talked, and they came away from their conference deciding that Perriman come home, Jagger Mitchell moved to third, and Ryan Fisher at the plate. So that makes things a little more interesting. Evanston down by 2, 9-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And Coach Del Rio, I think that is, from Post 87, getting the explanation from the umpires.
We got a little bit of a debate going on, it looks like.
He starts to walk away. The umpire says, no, come back, come back, come back. Well, make sure we're on the same page here so you know what's going on, I think.
Interesting. Well, like I said, either way, this has proven what Coach Thompson was hoping, is that this Evanston Outlaw team can compete with some of the best in Utah right now.
Being the home team, and with the time at 2:18, again, our start time was 12:09, so we won't start another inning unless the Outlaws are able to get 2 more runs across, tie things up. And now 2 coaches out of the dugout from Post 87 to chat with the umpire about this.
And notice how every Evanston Outlaw just we're walking away from this situation. That's never a situation you want to be in when you're on the side of a call that another coach is going to argue against. It's just one of those really awkward spots.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you take into account that most of these guys are high school kids.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be caught in the middle of that situation. So as soon as those two, the manager and the coach came out, every Evanston Outlaw got away from that situation. It looks like Fisher talking with Jason Mitchell, Moyles just taking practice swings, and now here comes the catcher from Layton.
I'm not sure what
a lot of
Carter Robinson is saying, but the discussion continues between the umpires. Did you see Chad?
Coach,
the
umpire. You want to talk to Coach Thompson? Put his hands up. Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, the umpire went to talk with Coach Thompson.
Keep me out of this one.
Hands up in kind of I don't know, what do you call that?
Nope.
I don't want any business of this. I'm good. Just let's play ball.
That might be your precision play of the game right there.
Yeah. Outlaws coaches do count errors on the coaches for those ground balls. If you can get an error, you can count.
Yeah,
you can get a precision play too, right? So Coach Del Rio comes out one final time, and it looked like he was talking to his players out on the field. Hey guys, don't worry about it. Let's just move on. Let's play ball. We still have a lead. Let's close this one out. Third baseman Boydson playing in even with the bag at third as Ryan Fisher takes strike one high in the zone. Again, Fisher, an RBI single in the first, walked and scored in the third, struck out swinging in the fourth. He comes in with a .419 average, 14 RBIs. He scored 18 runs this season. High fly ball center field. This one deep and should be deep enough for Jagger to tag. It's caught by Cameron Hancock. Mitchell tags, and the Outlaws are within one on Fisher's sacrifice fly. You'd like the run. I mean, if you could write the script, Fisher would have hit that over Hancock's head and been on second base or something.
Robinson still talking to the umpire.
So that makes it a one-run ball game, 9-8. Outlaws down with Clayton Moyles at the plate and nobody on. Nick Forsythe in left field, shaded off toward right. There's a big gap down that left field line if Moyles can find it. Malmberg delivers high, ball one. 2 outs. Outlaws need a little bit more on this 2-out rally. They've scored 3 so far here in the 6th to make it a one-run ball game. Moyles, right-handed hitter, steps in. It's righty on righty as Malmberg delivers with his right. Moyles fouls it back to the screen. Outlaws down to their final out, trailing by a run. On deck, Jordan Schneider, who's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Moyles 1 for 3. Singled in the third, popped out to second, and flew out to second in his 3 at-bats.
We do have to highlight, they were down by 4 coming into this inning.
Malmberg delivers, swing and a miss, strike 2 for Moyles, and this could be our final pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Clayton Moyles. Some pressure situation on the pitcher. The Outlaws, well, who started the game as the pitcher. Malmberg shakes off a couple signs, gets the one he wants, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3, ball game. Post 87 wins. Outlaws with a valiant comeback that falls just short. 9-8 the final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Layton, post 87, earns the victory, and Clayton Moyles takes the loss. Bryce Greenall gets the win. Stay tuned. We got the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game coming up when we return on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaws Post 41 Baseball on the Big Dog 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Welcome to the post-game show and the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. The Evanston Outlaws taking on the post-87 Layton team to start off the Ross Kesterson tournament. Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. And it would start off well for Post 87. They scored 3 runs in the top of the first. Outlaws answered with 2 in the bottom of the first, and then Evanston scored 1 more to tie it in the second inning. Went to the top of the third with a 3-3 ball game, and Post 87 opened things up there. They scored 5 in the third, 1 more in the fourth. Evanston scattered a few more runs on and went into the bottom of the 6th inning down 9-5. Gus Allred reached on an error. Casey Perriman reached on an error. Then Jagger Mitchell doubled one home. A balk scored Casey Perriman. And then Jagger Mitchell got reached home on a sac fly from Ryan Fisher. So with 2 outs, the Outlaws had Clayton Moyles at the plate, down by a run, and couldn't come up with anything. Moyles struck out, and Post 87 won the ball game 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Outlaws got some good run production. Jordan Schneider came in, pitched very well in relief. Clayton Moyles takes the loss, and Post 87's Bryce Greenall earns the victory. 9-8, again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day at Jimmy John's. Well, should we take a break? We'll come back, have the Dr. McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision play of the game and some final stats for you when we return on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaws baseball on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Nine to 8, the final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Outlaws trailed from the start. They battled back. They had tied it at 3 early in the early innings, and then trailed 9 by as much as 9-3 or 8-3, and came back, made it close, lost 9-8, a final score. And we've got some final stats for you, but first, the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision play of the game. Dr. McKay Frankham Dental Care at reasonable rates for the whole family. 170 Arrowhead Drive, number 1. 789-8910. That's 789-8910. Elon, I know we had a couple of candidates. Reed Gross, that RBI double in the second. Maybe first pitch that the Outlaws saw. Reed Gross singled into right field and got on base. Of course, Brendan Thompson's single in the second. I like Jagger Mitchell's RBI double in the 6th. Kind of keep that rally going. What's your pick on the McKay Frankham precision play?
I really like that Brendan Thompson hit back in the first where he just laced it beautifully.
Yeah, it was right back up the middle and line drive into center field after Jordan Schneider had singled. Thompson got that single in the second. So we'll give Brendan Thompson the precision play of the game on that single. And that's your McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. 789-8910 to make your appointment today with Dr. McKay Frankham. The winning pitcher, Bryce Greenall, he goes 4 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, walked 3 and struck out 4 Outlaw batters, but did enough to earn the victory. Well, and really what it comes down to is his offense. His teammates with the bats did enough to keep him in position to earn that victory. You have final batting stats for Post 87?
I do. For Layton Post 87, Jackson Hoffman goes 1 for 3. Cameron Hancock goes 0 for 2 with a run scored. He walked once. Carter Robinson, 0 for 2. And then his pinch runner, number 35.
Rocky Wall,
Rocky
right?
Wall, yeah. He gets 3 runs scored. Cam Day, 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Tristan Boydston, 0 for 3 with an RBI, getting a sac fly back in the 3rd inning. Jake Godfrey, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Bryce Greenall going 0 for 2 with a run scored, getting on via walk. Austin Tidwell, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Nick Forsyth, 0 for 2.
As for the Evanston Outlaws, Reed Gross goes 2 for 4, a run and an RBI. Gus Allred 1 for 4 with 2 runs. Casey Pearman 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Jagger Mitchell 1 for 2, a run and 2 RBIs. Ryan Fisher 1 for 2, a run scored, 2 RBIs. Clayton Moyles 1 for 4. Jordan Schneider 2 for 3 with an RBI. Brendan Thompson 1 for 2, a run scored and an RBI. And Kendall Cummings goes 0 for 3, striking out thrice. Outlaws lose 9-8. Final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Competed well, and you talked with Coach Thompson. He was hoping they could. I mean, obviously the hope is to win, but he also wanted to see his guys compete with these teams like a Layton, which is a 6A school in Utah. So you're talking 3,000 kids in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So for Evanston to compete with this team, pretty impressive.
Absolutely, and it's only going to get even more like that as we get ready for the Lone Peak game tonight and tomorrow night.
Final score 9-8. Outlaws drop the game. They had an 8-game winning streak going, lost 3 in a row. Then they split with Rock Springs on Tuesday night, and lose here again. So that's 4 of the last 5 that they've lost. But overall, 10-8 on the season. And they get back on the diamond tonight versus Lone Peak Black. Elon, you'll have the call for that one?
It'll be a great time, definitely. And I'm excited to see what they're able to do after battling and coming back against this Layton team.
So Lone Peak Black tonight, 7:30 first pitch, and then Evanston will play again tomorrow, 7 p.m. versus Lone Peak Maroon. You can listen to both those games live here on K9 99.1 FM The Big Dog and watch them live on mylocalradio.com. Anything else, Elon?
No, that's it.
All right, we thank our sponsors. We thank you for tuning in. For Elon Olive, I'm Ryan Steineckert. Until tonight when the Outlaws take the field, go Post 41, Evanston Outlaws.
You've been tuned into Evanston Outlaw Baseball on the Big Dog 99.1 KNYN with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Chevrolet, First Bank of Evanston, Dr. McKay Franken, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tire, the Come On In of Casper, the Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Recreation Center, the Legal Tender Restaurant in Best Western Dunmore Inn, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Mountain West Business Solutions, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Cash Honda Yamaha, and by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We want to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson, our Sales Manager Julie Burley, along with Evanston's Elon Olive, and Bridger Valley's Jake Hibbard, Rich County's Ryan Steineckert, and Production Assistant Alyssa McDaniel. But the biggest thanks of all is to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the game broadcasts. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Evanston Outlaws Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.